Trustee Berger. Trustee Zalick.
Here.
Trustee Giesser.
Here.
Trustee Fruzzoloni. Here. Trustee McCarthy.
Here.
Mayor Severino.
Here. Please stand and face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There a motion to approve the minutes of our April 17, 2023 Village Board meeting.
So moved.
Moved by trustee McCarthy,
Second.
seconded by trustee Berger. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Berger.
Aye.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee Giesser.
Aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni. Aye. Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
Under listening post, we have some very interesting things tonight. We have swearing of the mayor, 3 trustees. We have a new police officer coming aboard, and our clerk. I didn't miss the clerk? I got her. Okay. So I think we're going to start with me first. We have Judge Douglas with us, which is a resident of Carroll Stream and one of our favorite judges, so. You're the boss.
Can you raise your right hand? I, Frank Savarino Sr.,
I, Frank Severino Sr.,
do solemnly swear that I
do solemnly swear that I
will support and uphold the Constitution of the United States of America,
support and uphold the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the ordinances of the Village of Carroll Stream,
the ordinances of the Village of Carroll Stream,
and that I will faithfully discharge, to the best of my ability,
and I will faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of Mayor of the Village of Carroll Stream.
the duties of Mayor of the Village of Carroll Stream.
Congratulations.
It's a lot of signing.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, you sign your life away, baby.
All I can say is that I'm honored and I'm humbled to be elected in my 5th term to be the president, mayor of Carroll Stream. I am overwhelmed with the support that I've got, and all I want to say to the residents, the staff, my trustees, and everybody, thank you for giving me the opportunity to come back for 4 more years. Thank you.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Julia Schwarzy,
I, Julia Schwarzy,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and uphold the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I will support and uphold the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the ordinances of the Village of Carroll Stream,
the ordinances of the Village of Carroll Stream,
and that I will faithfully discharge, to the best of my ability,
and that I will faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of village clerk of the Village of Carroll Stream.
the duties of village clerk of the Village of Carroll Stream.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate the honor of being your village clerk again for another 4 years, so thank you so much.
And raise your right hand. Please repeat after me. I, Mary Frusoloni,
I, Mary Frusoloni,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and uphold the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I will support and uphold the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the ordinances of the Village of Carroll Stream,
the ordinances of the Village of Carroll Stream,
and that I will faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
and that I will faithfully discharge to the best of my ability
the duties of village trustee of the Village of Carroll Stream.
the duties of village trustee of the Village of Carroll Stream. I just wanted to say thank you. This is my 4th term, and it feels like just yesterday that I was getting sworn in, and it is no less stressful standing up here trying to remember all the words that we just had to say. So I just want to say thank you to the judge for making it easy. But I want to thank my family, and my village family as well. But my husband and my sons have been amazing for the last 12 years, and I'm looking forward to the next 4. So thank you.
Please repeat after me. I, John Zalick,
I, John Zalek,
do solemnly swear that I will support and uphold.
do it to
solemnly
me?
s-
Do it to me?
Do solemnly swear, we'll go there.
How many solemnly swears was that?
Just say it.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support and uphold
that I will support and uphold
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the ordinances of the Village of Carroll Stream,
the ordinances of the Village of Carroll Stream,
and that I will faithfully discharge,
and that I will faithfully discharge,
to the best of my abilities,
to the best of my abilities,
the duties of village trustee of the Village of Carroll Stream.
the duties of village trustee in the Village of Carroll Stream. Thank you. I'm good. I will do that. Thank you.
Yeah, we can just skip the next one, Judge. We can just skip the next one, it's fine.
This is the most, one of the
Joking.
important ones. A new trustee.
Go slow like you do with him. Well, I goofed that one up, so I'll try not to.
Perfect.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Joe Anselmo,
I, Joe Anselmo,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and uphold
that I will support and uphold
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the ordinances of the Village of Carroll Stream,
the ordinances of the Village of Carroll Stream,
and that I will faithfully discharge,
and that I will faithfully discharge,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
the duties of Village Trustee of the Village of Carroll Stream.
the duties of village trustee
Of the Village of Carroll
of the
Stream.
Village of Carroll Stream.
Congratulations.
A little nervous, huh?
Z. Speech. Speech.
If like music, him to come and take his. Actually.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Carroll Stream. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you, my wife, Jen, Nugget. Thank you. I love you all. We gotta go to work.
He's done already?
Okay, Officer Marquette? Chief?
Yeah, hey,
Oh, we
yeah.
take
And, yeah, and before we do that,
We pick
the new board with you, can we all stand and take the first picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Gotcha.
Can we have one of you guys on that side? Over here. Okay, 3, 2, 1. should be good.
Now we have 5. I went with the train, but. Oh, see, you use the phone because it takes just as good pictures as the camera. Yeah, take a photo. What did you want me to picture? Yeah, great. I'm just here for the
Trustee?
Certainly. Trustee Anselmo.
Here.
Trustee Berger.
Here.
Trustee Zalick.
Here.
Trustee Geezer.
Here.
Trustee Frusaloni.
Here.
Trustee McCarthy. Mayor Severino.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, village trustees. I want to thank you for the opportunity to introduce you to the newest Carroll Stream police officer to join the department and take his oath of office tonight. You know, as we continue to work hard to find good candidates, I'm happy to tell you a little bit about one who completely impressed our Fire and Police Commission recently. This gentleman on my right is named Austin Marquardt, and while he does not have any police experience, he certainly has a lot of experience helping people. He's 28 years old, and he comes to us from Minot, North Dakota, believe it or not. After finishing high school there, he earned an undergraduate degree in psychology from North Dakota State University. He then went on to earn a master's degree in social work from the University of Minnesota. He has worked as a juvenile counselor and a child protection social worker. Most recently, he was a medical social worker at Advocate Christ Medical Center in Oak Lawn. Austin's wife Maggie is here to support him tonight, along with several members of the department, as you can see in the back. And before I ask the mayor to come down and swear him in, I'd like to ask Austin's wife Maggie to come up and pin his star on it.
It usually happens. Maggie, if you go straight out, it'll be way better. Straight out, just hard, it'll stick. It'll stick. Running start.
Prom corsage, but way more pressure.
Good job, Dino.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Austin Marquardt,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution and laws of the state of Illinois,
the Constitution and the laws of the state of Illinois,
and the ordinances of the village of Carroll Stream,
and the ordinances of the village of Carroll Stream,
and that I will faithfully discharge to the best of my ability the duties of police officer in the village of Carroll Stream.
and that I will faithfully discharge to the best of my ability the duties of police officer in the village of Carroll Stream.
Dated at Carroll Stream, Illinois, this first day of May 2023. Congratulations and welcome aboard.
Thank you so much.
And you get to say a few words.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited to begin my new career.
He wins the niceness award too.
Oh.
So, well, we're glad to have you. I want to tell you, you see these guys and gals in the back? That's our family, okay? That's going to be your new family besides your wife. Follow their lead, and if you do everything that they tell you to do, you'll be going home every night, and you'll be a much better police officer. We have the best police department, maybe, I think, in the whole state of Illinois, maybe in the country. They have won more awards. They are the very best at what they do, from the top all the way down, everybody, the best. So we're glad to have you. Make us proud and stay safe.
Thank you so much.
Can we get a picture with the board? When you're done signing, can you come up here and have a picture with the board, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you. come all the way around.
Hey, Chief, why don't you join us? Chief, you can have the other side.
Get in there, you Chief, to get in there.
Have this side.
And then we're gonna start with Brianna.
I feel pretty safe. I know you do.
Dino.
Yeah, which wife's name? Maggie, did
Maggie,
you
you want a
get a
picture?
good, did you get a good picture? Come on up here. You're gonna take a good picture.
Yeah, you're gonna need that. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, come on up.
Dino, you're so smart.
Don't give him that much credit.
When I grow up, I wanna be just like you, Dino.
No one's like Dino.
See, he counted that time.
I got it.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
I do.
Oh, boy.
Officer Marquette, can you please stand by the podium? I have a customary question I have to ask.
Only if you pronounce his name correctly. Marquardt. He said
Okay.
Marquette. Quart.
I have to know, are you a Sox fan or a Cubs fan?
Twins.
Oh,
Chief, come on.
That's the best answer we ever got.
Shut him down.
Well done. Chief's working against you, you know. I think it's part of the interview.
First it was Phil, then it was the Chief.
I did kind of like twins, though.
welcome.
That was definitely a Diet Sox. Well, he's from Dakota. Yeah, I think Dakota's. All right. Yeah.
What a nice young man, huh?
Great background.
Like a social worker, police officer.
See, I told you. It's time.
We done?
Did we have any requests to come in over, no internet questions?
No internet questions, no.
Okay, so with that,
Well, we got number 3,
Yeah, no, he was.
what?
number 3.
Number 3.
Building safety proclamation.
Oh, yeah, Rick is going to read that. No, I'm just going to get to that. Okay, is there, let's see, trustee Geezer contacted me earlier and asked me if he could read the proclamation designating May Building Safety Month. Trustee Geezer?
Thank you very much. Designating May Building Safety Month. Whereas the Village of Carroll Stream recognizes that our growth and strength depend on the safety and economic value of the homes, buildings, and infrastructure that serve our citizens, both in everyday life and in times of natural disaster. And whereas our confidence is achieved through the dedication of building safety and fire prevention officials, architects, engineers, builders, tradespeople, design professionals, laborers, and others in the construction industry who work year-round to ensure the safe construction of buildings. And whereas the International Code Council, a U.S.-based organization that brings together local, state, and federal officials, works to create and implement the highest quality codes to protect us in the buildings where we live, learn, work, and play. And whereas it starts with you, the theme for Building Safety Month 2023 encourages all Americans to raise awareness about the importance of safe and resilient construction, fire prevention, disaster mitigation, energy conservation, water safety, training the next generation, and new technologies in the construction industry. And whereas each year in observance of Building Safety Month, people all over the world are asked to consider the commitment to improve building safety and economic investment at home and in the community, and to acknowledge the essential service provided to all of us by local and state building departments, fire prevention bureaus, and federal agencies in protecting lives and property. Now therefore be it proclaimed that Frank Severino Sr. and the Carroll Stream Village Board of Trustees do hereby proclaim May 2023 as Building Safety Month in Carroll Stream and encourage home and commercial property owners to recognize Building Safety Month. Proclaimed May 1st, 2023.
Thank you, trustee Geezer.
Thank you.
We have no addresses from the audience tonight, physically or over the internet, so we could get right into our program. Is there a motion to establish a consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by trustee Anselmo, seconded by trustee Fruzzoloni. Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Anselmo.
Aye.
Trustee Berger.
Aye.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee Geezer.
Aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
Madam Clerk, would you please read what is on the consent agenda?
Certainly. Board and Commission reports. Plan Commission Zoning Board of Appeals. Beltiste, Illinois, Fuego Cannabis Dispensary, 720 East North Avenue. Special use permit for an adult use cannabis dispensing organization. Recommended approval with conditions 6-0.
Off.
That has been pulled off by trustee Fruzzoloni. JJ Therapeutic Massage, 1430 West Army Trail Road. Special use permit for a massage establishment. Recommended approval with conditions 6-0.
Yes.
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 Village of Carroll Stream Public Works Facility, 124 Gerzevsky Lane, amendment to a special use permit for a governmental use in the form of additional outdoor storage. Recommended approval with conditions 6-0.
Yes.
Yes.
Carroll Stream Water Reclamation Center, 245 North Coon Road, special use permit for a governmental use in the form of additional outdoor storage. Fence variation, recommended approval with conditions 5-1.
Yes.
Staff reports and recommendations. Approval of the fiscal year 2023-24 pond and stream maintenance native plant management contract with Bedrock Earthscapes LLC in the amount of $28,005 pursuant to the provisions of Section 5-8-14B of the Carroll Stream Code of Ordinances.
Yes.
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 Approval of the purchase of one Kenworth T480 single-axle dump truck from Henderson Products, Inc. in the amount of $270,388 pursuant to the provisions of Section 5-8-3B and subsection 5-8-14L of the Carroll Stream Code of Ordinances.
Yes.
Yes.
Ordinances. Ordinance approving a special use permit for an adult use cannabis dispensing organization, Beltiste, Illinois, Fuego Cannabis, 720 East North Avenue.
Off.
That has been pulled off by trustee Fruzzoloni. Ordinance approving a special use permit for a massage establishment, JJ Therapeutic Massage, 1430 West Army Trail Road.
Yes.
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 That is ordinance number 2023-05-21. Ordinance approving an amendment to a special use permit for a governmental use, Village of Carroll Stream Public Works Center, 124 Gerzevsky Lane.
Yes.
Yes.
That is ordinance number 2023-05-22. Ordinance approving a special use permit for a governmental use, Village of Carroll Stream Water Reclamation Center, 245 North Coon Road.
Yes.
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 That is ordinance number 2023-05-23. New business. Raffle license application, Roy DeShane Elementary School PTA, approval and waiver of the fee and manager's fidelity bond for the movie night on May 17th, 2023.
Yes.
Yes.
Payment of bills. Regular bills, April 18th, 2023 through May 1st, 2023.
Yes.
Yes.
Addendum warrants, April 18th, 2023 through May 1st, 2023.
Yes.
Yes.
That concludes the items on the consent agenda.
Is there a motion to put those items on the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by trustee McCarthy, seconded by trustee Geezer. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Anselmo.
Aye.
Trustee Berger.
Aye.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee Geezer.
Aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
Is there a motion to approve those items by omnibus vote?
So moved?
Second.
Moved by trustee Fruzzoloni, seconded by trustee Zalick. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Anselmo.
Aye.
Trustee Berger.
Aye.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee Geezer.
Aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
think the first one that was taken off by 2 trustees. I think trustee Fruzzoloni said it louder,
No, just one.
the first one?
Yeah, both of them.
They're both the same, okay.
I won.
I went, yes.
I pulled it off because I'm staying consistent with, I don't approve of dispensaries, so I wanted to pull it off for a separate vote.
Okay. Trustee Zalik?
I just have a discussion, or I was reading over the Plan Commission notes, and during my illustrious career as a security officer and working at several dispensaries in the parking lot and so forth, I know that the Sunnyside in Schaumburg, that a armed guard has to be on the premise at all times, whether it's open or closed. And Chief, I was just curious, does the state, if the state requires there be an armed guard on the premise, on the property?
To my knowledge, the act does not require security to be armed. There's a broad statement in the act that requires security to deter theft of cannabis and currency, but not armed.
Even though it's an all-cash business, okay. That's all the discussion I have. I just think that it baffles my mind that armed guards are not going to be present at all, whether it's open or closed. I just have, but.
I respect your verbal comment, especially being in that position. So, but again, if the state doesn't require it, we can't make them do it, so. Okay, so now where are we at?
Need a motion to approve
vote.
the ordinance.
I'll make that motion to approve just the first one or both of them?
They're both together.
Just I won. They're both together.
I won.
One is just the report.
Second.
That motion.
Moved by trustee Geezer, seconded by trustee Berger. Call the roll, please.
Trustee Anselmo.
Aye.
Trustee Berger.
Aye.
Trustee Zalick.
Aye.
Trustee Geezer.
Aye.
Trustee Fruzzoloni.
No.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye.
So that motion passes as ordinance number 2023-05-24.
Thank you, clerk. Report of officers. Take a drink of that water. His first report of officers.
3 minutes.
Mr. Anselmo.
Keep it short.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Talk about pressure. I know, it's like being in a comedy club and I look back and the red light goes on. Talk about pressure. I get to be the new guy and start off with the first report. I will try to keep this short. First of all, congratulations. Welcome, Austin Marquardt, to the Carroll Stream Police Department. I want to wish you all the best as you begin your career and journey here in Carroll Stream. I want to begin by saying thank you, Mr. Tom Garvey, for his service as village trustee. I want to congratulate Mayor Savarino, Trustee Fruzzoloni, Trustee Zalick, and Village Clerk Julia Schwarzy on your re-elections. While I ran an uncontested election, I do want to still thank the voters and community for voting for me. I do vow to continue to promote equality, community safety, and fiscal responsibility. I also want to promote and encourage residents a forum to be heard, both as a trustee and welcome you to attend future board meetings and community events. I do try to promote and list these on my trustee Facebook page, which you can find. This whole journey simply began as my having interest in being more involved in the community, attending village board meetings, and just learning more about what's going on in and around Carroll Stream. I wanted to do my part to contribute. I participated joining our community at Christmas sharing, pumpkins, recycling, etc., all just wanting to do my part. I've been attending these village board meetings regularly for the past almost 2 years, everything from town center events to budget meetings. What I witness here each and every meeting is a team, this whole team that cares deeply and passionately for our community. The slogan the former new guy, Trustee Berger, came up with, the one team term, this is our Carroll Stream, our community that I share with all of you. We are Carroll Stream. I want to thank Mayor Savarino, Trustee McCarthy, Trustee Fruzzoloni, Trustee Geezer, Trustee Zalick, former new guy, Trustee Berger, and Village Clerk Schwarzy. Each one of you has so generously offered your support, your advice, and kind words through my journey. One of you said it best, just be you, just be Joe. And this is what I've tried to do. I am so very honored and extremely humbled to be sitting alongside all of you today. I do want to thank my mom and dad, Joe and Mary. Many of you know my mom is manager of County Park Apartments for the past 45 years. I'm blessed to have my beautiful daughter, Stephanie, or Nugget, sharing this special night here with me tonight. Finally, thank you to my wife, Jen. We did it, babe. From the first thought of running, she stood behind me, whatever decision I chose, and encouraged me the entire way, no matter what. I love you. I could easily go on and on about each one of you, actually, but for sake of time, I will move on. I am just so very proud to now be serving with each of you. Thank you all for the opportunity to serve our amazing community. Mr. Mayor, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Salmo. Now we move to the other trustee from the other, and we go from one end to the other again. Trustee Berger.
Well, after that lengthy report, I'll try and keep mine short. Congratulations to Officer Marquardt. I hope he's ready for the Chicago winters after coming from the Dakotas. Little snow joke there for you. Also, today kicks off Mental Health Awareness Month, which I think is something that affects everybody, whether they want to admit it or not. So if you know somebody who's struggling, just be there for them, be kind, and as always, you can dial #988, is that correct? And if you need extra help for yourself or for a friend. So be a good friend and a good neighbor. I wasn't just looking at you, Greg, I was just. I would like to congratulate everybody who was sworn in tonight, Mr. Mayor, our two ongoing trustees, Fruzaloni and Zalick, and the new guy. It feels good to say that about somebody else. Although, Bob, I can still ask you questions. I do have a question for Trustee Anselmo. Are you a Cubs fan or a Sox fan?
It's funny you ask, Trustee Berger, because I actually brought something to kind of display my love.
Yes! Yes!
Can he be traded
Nope.
on that side?
It's an old jersey.
Nice.
I'll let Z wear it. Trustees.
Let it touch me.
But touch him on the arm with it.
No.
Had to do that.
Well done.
But in all seriousness, Trustee Anselmo, welcome. I've been the new guy, but I've only been on here 2 years, but I don't think there's anybody who attended almost 2 years worth of board meetings out of just genuinely wanting to be involved and learn and then eventually run. So that takes a lot of dedication. Not all the meetings are exciting, but they're always informative. So congratulations. Even if you hadn't run unopposed, I probably would have voted for you. And also because you said one team Carol Stream, you owe me $50. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Trustee Berger. Trustee Zalick.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First off, I would like to thank Judge Robert Douglas and his time, and congrats to Mayor Severino, Village Clerk Schwarzy, and fellow trustees Fruzaloni, and the new guy, Anselmo. Welcome aboard. Even though you're a Cub fan, you can sit next to me. And I just want to thank all those voters that had faith in me and voted for me. That it is very humbling, and I promise to continue to do the best I very can for this great community. After 27 years of law enforcement and 4 years, I just felt the need to do it one more time. So here we go. And then let's keep law enforcement and military in our thoughts and prayers, as always, and that concludes my report.
I have an addendum to my report. I was so excited about doing the little Cubs gag that I forgot to congratulate our village clerk, Julia Schwarzy, who I've often said is the hardest working person on the first and third Mondays in the village hall. And so I just want to throw that in there. that again concludes my report.
Are you sure you're done?
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I'll let you know. I'll get back to you.
Trustee Geezer?
He'll jump in. He'll jump in. Thank
Oh, I
you.
do have one more.
Exactly. Congratulations to the mayor and board members and clerk. Congratulations. I look forward to serving with you for the next few years. Also, congratulations to Officer Austin Marcourt. He looks awfully young.
For 28?
Wow. But the credits he has, his experience, he'll be terrific for our village, so welcome aboard. I want to piggyback on something that Trustee Berger talked about. It's being Mental Health Awareness Month, and we have County Board Member Greg Schwarze here. Residents can also call 211, is that true? Yeah. Oh, come on up.
Thank you. 211 was started in DuPage County in November of 2022. And really what that offers the residents of DuPage County is they can call 211 for anytime they need any help from the county at all, whether it's food security, housing security, any mental health needs, and so forth, aging, senior citizen type help. You can dial 211 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You'll get a live person to answer that phone, and they will direct you to the help that you need. So thank you for bringing that up.
Certainly, and there's other resources around that people can use from the privacy of their own home. They can text REACH to 741-741, live confidential crisis assistance. So the resources are there. Carol Stream has been lucky. We've had for 49 or 50 years, we've had a social services unit to provide crisis intervention for residents. People have this need, so please take advantage of it should you need that. Now to shift gears, just want to let people know that the 4th of July parade is coming up. Excuse me, the Independence Day parade is coming up because the parade will be on July 1st this year along with the fireworks. And we will have a couple fundraisers coming up. We will have one at Culver's next week, May 9th, all day long, dine-in, drive-through, take-out. So hopefully everybody comes in and grabs some custard and a Butterburger. And then on June 3rd, all day on that day, we will be at Red Apple. So grab your pancakes and a club sandwich, and you'll be helping the parade. So that is my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Geezer. Trustee Frizzalani?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to congratulate Mr. Mayor on your reelection. Our village clerk, Julia Schwarze, congratulations to you. Congratulations to Trustee Zalick, and congratulations, Junior. That's what I refer to the new guy. So they're going to call you the new guy, I'm going to call you Junior, so you'll know when you're in trouble. But Joe, congratulations. It's nice to see you sitting up here, even though you feel like you've been part of the team for the last 2 years. It's very impressive that you were here a year and a half and then said, you know what, I think I want to do something a little bit more. We don't get into doing a position like this for the money. We don't do it for fame. What we do it is to give back to our community. And you and Jen, time and time again, are usually the first ones there to help with setup with something and the last ones there to help with cleanup. So I just want to say thank you to you guys for jumping into this community, like both feet, and always willing to help. You're the second person to say, what do you need behind the mayor? So I want to thank my family. I know I said this earlier. We don't get into this for anything other than wanting to give back to our community, but this does take a toll on our families. We do spend a lot of time away from our families for meetings, events, and other obligations that we have as a village board, and that does take a toll on our families. So I want to say thank you sincerely to my husband, Rob, and my 3 boys, Anthony, Daniel, and Dominic. When I got into this, my boys were in school, and that was not an easy thing for them to go through. And now it's nice to sit back and to see how me being involved with our community got them more involved with our community as well. So we've really turned it into, like Joe and Jen have, we've turned it into a family, a lot of family volunteering that we do to give back to Carol Stream. And when I say to my boys, I need you here at this time, they don't even question. They just say, okay, whatever you need, Mom. And I appreciate that. I just wanted to say thank you to, transitioning, to Public Works. We had a really nice Arbor Day event at Heritage Lake School. We had first graders that were sitting there, and it was really, really adorable when they introduced you. One of the kids said, "Do you believe the mayor's here?" Adorable, absolutely adorable. The hats, they loved. I actually loved seeing them switch between who wanted the yellow hat and who wanted the pink hat. The pink hats wore out, or won out, I think. But it was really important that, I think that the young kids like that understand the importance of trees. And it was really adorable when we asked them how many trees they think that we have on the parkways of Carol Stream. I think 150 was the highest that they got up to, and it's really a little over 8,000 trees. So it was a great event, great information. And I want to say thank you to Public Works for the 100 trees parkway trees that they've replaced already this spring. I know that the Schwarze's got a beautiful elm tree? Elm tree?
Beautiful elm.
I have a new hackberry tree that I'm still trying to learn about, and the process was wonderful. And I want to say thank you to Street Supervisor Jason Pauling, who made it really easy. I got an email, I got a list of trees that we could pick from, links to Morton Arboretum so we could learn about the tree that we wanted to plant, and then everything was done online, and then Public Works came out, the nursery came out, planted the tree, and then the next day Public Works came out, put the water bag on, and now every week they'll come out for the next several months, right, or through the summer, and they'll be watering it for residents. And that's really important, because I know that we've planted trees in the past and residents, for whatever reason, didn't understand watering needs for the trees, and then we landed up having to replace trees more than one time at one location. So I want to say thank you. It's a great program, and I'm looking forward to many years with our new tree. And with that, I will end my report.
Thank you, Trustee Frizzaloni.
We'll also try to keep this short. Austin Marquardt, welcome aboard. You just joined a fantastic team. You'll hear it time and again, we have nothing but wonderful things to say about our police department because of how hard they work for the safety of our residents, more than anything else. So welcome aboard. Julia, our clerk, I know you were unopposed, but it was still a well-deserved win. You've been nothing but the best clerk we've had, period. I've been doing this for 20 years, and you by far, it's not even close. So welcome back. Trustees Frusaloni and Zalick, again, welcome back, and again, well-deserved, even if it was, you didn't run against anybody, even if you two would have, it wouldn't have been a problem because you deserve to be here, both of you. Trustee Anselmo, congratulations. Another well-deserved win. Again, you might not have had competition, but the work you put in long before an election even came up, I don't think any of us have seen before, at all. You came in here, you asked questions, you came in here like Trustee Frusaloni said and got involved. You didn't just show up to meetings and then leave. You really wanted to be ingrained into Carol Stream. And, you know, you said that kind of another explanation of One Team Carol Stream, that it's all our village and it's all everything. And I'm very happy you're up here, and we had a great board, and I think you being up here is gonna make it even better. You have 6 trustees up here whose only thought is what's in the best interest of the village. You have a mayor who thinks that way, you have a clerk that thinks that way, and you have a complete village staff that thinks that way. So I believe you fit absolutely 100% in, and we will be better for it. So congratulations. Last Thursday, well, unfortunately, a couple weeks ago, there was another fire. I happened to be out of town, and an old friend called me and said, hey, my best friend's parents' house just burned down in town. You know, can you help? And I said, well, I'm out of town, but I got an idea. So I texted trustee Frusaloni.
Called me.
Did I call you?
Yeah,
Okay, I
oh,
did
yeah,
call you. And I said, hey, got a problem, and there's not much I can do from here. Do you think you can get something going? Next thing you know, everybody's jumping in again, just like Carol Stream does. The GoFundMe does well. People are dropping things off. And then Sylvia Masters, the owner of Mapleberry, decided she's going to have a fundraiser. Thursday night, we were all there, and it was packed. And people kept coming in and going because that's what Carol Stream does. The residents of Carol Stream are absolutely amazing. And something else you hear us say again and again, and we don't say it because it sounds good. We say it because it's absolute fact. How people come to the table when somebody needs something, you just don't see it that often anymore. So, Trustee Frusaloni, thank you for jumping on board on that as I was unable to do it. And then I know the mayor jumped in, and so thank you very much. Besides that, it's staying light out longer, which means kids are out longer. That also means kids are going to be jumping from behind cars on streets, or they're just going to be shooting their bike down the sidewalk across the street. Us as adults and us as drivers have a responsibility to look out for them. And also with spring comes weather, so if you get a chance, go check your storm grates. Maybe make sure they're cleaned out a little bit on the top and there's nothing laying across the top. As soon as we get a heavy rain, if those are filled, your street's gonna flood. When your street floods, then your yard will flood, and et cetera, et cetera. And we only have so many public works people to go out to take care of these things, and they do a great job. But to make everybody's job easier, if you get a chance, just kind of make sure your storm grates are cleaned up and good to go. With that, again, Mr. Mayor, congratulations. Very proud to be sitting next to you. And that's the end of my report.
Thank you, Trustee McCarthy. Anna Pacigalupo, Assistant Village Manager.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to provide an update on our summer sponsorships for our concert series. So far, we've received $21,600 in pledged sponsorship funding. So just wanted to say thank you for our sponsors who have already been in touch with us and pledged to provide and support our community through sponsorship opportunities. And if there are any businesses or organizations who are still interested in sponsoring one of our concerts, we are doing a last call deadline of May 15th. So please get in touch with me, visit our website, carolstream.org, or email concertseries@carolstream.org. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to help. But make sure you get in touch with us by May 15th so that we're able to support and showcase your business at our events. Thank you.
Thank you. Clerk Swayze.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So I too would like to congratulate everybody who was sworn in tonight. Congratulations, Mr. Mayor. Congratulations, new trustee Anselmo. Congratulations, trustee Zalik. Congratulations, trustee Frusaloni. I agree that we have a wonderful board, and it's only getting better. So congratulations, everybody. And I have to thank my family for being here tonight, my little family, my husband and my daughter. Thanks so much for being here, guys. And just thanks, everyone, for your support. I really appreciate it. I love doing this. I love being part of this whole village and this board. So. Also wanted to welcome Officer Marquardt. I was impressed with his resume. It sounds like he's done a lot of work with juveniles, and it sounds like he has some social service background, and I think that's wonderful for our police department. We already have an excellent police department and social services, but his experience really lends itself to, that caring, compassionate side of our police department. So welcome to Officer Marquardt. And I've neglected to thank one person who's been really helpful to me in my job here as village clerk, and that's my deputy clerk, Sherry Craig, who was here tonight earlier, who brought me these beautiful flowers. She is my backbone and has taught me a lot, and she's there for everything. And this last week was really tough because it was a last-minute crisis trying to get all the liquor licenses in, the video gaming licenses, and she did it. So, I don't want to take the credit for all that because she's the one who does a lot of that work. So thank you to Sherry. She's left now, but she's wonderful. And also wanted to thank Public Works, not only for the Parkway Elm Tree, but for lending us the supplies to do the cleanup of the Great Western Trail this last Saturday. And thank you to everyone who helped. We had Trustee Anselmo and Trustee Geezer, and some of the people in the audience were here tonight, Bill Failing and the Peronis. A lot of friends came out. It was a rainy day, but we walked for about 2 hours the stretch of the Great Western Trail and Carroll Stream from Gary to Schmale, collected about 12 large garbage bags of trash, and it just felt good to do something for our community. And again, couldn't have done it without Public Works because they lent us the bags, the gloves, the amazing grabbers, those were amazing grabbers, and a dolly to carry all the stuff back. So thank you so much for that. And they're gonna pick it up this week, right, the bags? Thank you, thank you, thank you. And speaking of cleanups, on May 20th, between 9 and 11 a.m., we are doing another cleanup in our community. So this year's team name is the Pond Squad, so we'll be cleaning up Town Center Basin. So anybody interested, let me know. I do need to send anyone who would like to join us a registration form and a waiver form. So let me know. That's, again, May 20th. And that's about all I have, other than to remind everyone to please shop and dine Carroll Stream.
Thank you, Clerk Swarzy. Mr. Rhodes, our village attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and congratulations to you on your election, as well as Clerk Swarzy and trustees Frizzalone, Zalek, and Anselmo. Very good to work with you all again. And also welcome to Officer Marquardt as our newest police officer. I'm going to be interested to see what his transformation is like over the first year. And that's all I have.
We'll all be watching that.
Yes.
Mr. Miller, our village manager.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'll keep this really short. Just wanted to thank all the board members, our existing board members, and the ones that just got re-elected, and our newly elected trustee, and our village clerk and the mayor. Thank you for your service. Staff looks forward to continue working with you through the next year and through the next 4-year or 2-year, whatever your term is. And just wanted to thank Judge Douglas and Colonel Douglas, he's a colonel in the Army, for his service and for doing the swearing in tonight. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. Well, tonight starts 4 more years. Our clerk, Julia Swarzy, thank you. You've done a wonderful job, and thank you for rerunning and being part of
Thank you.
this wonderful group that we have. Mary, I love having you sit next to me. It's an honor and a pleasure, and I'm glad you decided to run again.
Thank you.
And I'm glad a lot of people weren't running against our people that ran. I'll get into that in a minute. John Zalek, thank you, John. You bring a whole different perspective to the board with your background as a police officer and always looking to make people safe and make this a better town. Joe Anselmo, I can't say enough about Joe. I go back with his mother to the fire district. I've been here for 22 years. I go back probably almost 28 years, 29 years with your mother at the fire department. I went in when she came out, and we've been friends ever since, and she's a wonderful person. But you know what? So are you. You can tell you had the right bringing up. I've never saw anybody as enthusiastic as you and your wife, to me as the mayor, and to see how you fit right in. This is like a spoke in a wheel. You just fell right into that spot. To sit there for almost 2 years and watch what we do, and not only watch, when we weren't here, you were working with us on fundraisers and doing everything that we were doing. And to me, that's something I've never seen before. A little interested by some people, but I think you round the board off to exactly where we wanted to be. We have 6, in my opinion, I'm the luckiest guy to be here, because I've got 6 of the best trustees, the smartest, well-versed, and care about the people in any town in DuPage County, maybe in the state of Illinois. I'm just the luckiest guy to be sitting here. And I want to thank everybody that made that possible to give me 4 more years. Austin Marquardt, thank you for becoming a police officer in Carroll Stream. I think we just rounded our police department off to at a level of, I'm not sure what you'd even call it. It's like, it's a combination of everything. He's got such a background, and it's amazing at that age that he's got a background like that. So I think that's really good that we reach out. We don't just look for the toughest, strongest, most muscular police officers. We look for police officers that are intelligent and can solve problems without getting violent. And I think we just picked up probably one of the best finds we have. I just hope he fits in with everybody else, and it'll make everybody's life a lot easier. It'll be wonderful. I want to thank Trustee Geezer for being such a gentleman through this election, and to be able to sit up here with him for 2 more years. I'm looking forward to working with him as a trustee for the next 2 years. I'm humbled and grateful to be sitting in this seat and to have 4 more years to try and continue to make this town as a lot of people wanted it to be. I think the word came out strong. The trustees, there was started to be 6 originally that were running. It dropped to 5, it dropped to 4, it dropped to 3. And that says if everything is going the way it should go, and I look at this town and I look at, we have no debt, we have money in the bank, our streets are probably in better shape than most towns. I think our industrial park is in better shape than most downtown areas and a lot of the surrounding towns. There's not a lot that you want to change. We've changed this board. The push for more bike paths, you can now go from the farthest west end of Carroll Stream to the farthest east end. You go from West Chicago to Glendale Heights. I mean, everything that we do in this town is done because everybody on this board or boards before us pushed to get done. Always make it better for the people. We could never forget the reason that we're here. We are the service company for the 40,000 people that live in this town and for the 20 million square feet of industrial space. I'm also fortunate enough to have a staff that we have. To have Bob as our village manager, and I go into Astoria, done a wonderful job, and he continues to do a wonderful job. I mean, Mr. Rhodes, our village attorney, we changed that when I came in, and thank you because you've done a wonderful job. You work with the staff, you're not afraid to take a phone call, and usually you'll dig hard to get us the right answers. Thank you. Public Works. I hate to say that you're retiring because the job that you've done to clean Public Works up and to make it exactly what it is, I know you're still working on that, but I mean, everything you've done was to make the people that work for you in Public Works, give them better equipment, make it safer for them, and make it better for the people that live in Carroll Stream. And thank you, Phil Modoff, for what you've done. I'm not sure if you're going to be at another meeting. I think you'll go one more. I just want to make sure I get it out to tell you how much I appreciate everything you've done for this village. Community development, I can't say enough about Don Bastian. Don Bastian and I have a very close relationship. I can lead Don Bastian to something, and then he just takes it and runs with it. And we have just a relationship that has been phenomenal. Thank you for what you do to make this a better community and to make sure that we have all of the help that we could give the people that want to build in this town and the big real estate companies that are looking to build buildings and whatever they want to do, tear them down and build them up. Bill Cleveland, I can't say enough about you. Your whole department, is phenomenal. I mean, there's another situation where somebody left, and who can do it? The guy that's sitting there could do it. That's who's doing it. And you moved right into that spot. That's the same thing that Bob did. And of course, IT, I can't say anything. Where's Mark? Huh? Where's Mark? I can't even give him a compliment. He's not even here, but that's okay. IT is phenomenal. You guys have done a great job. So again, what we have here and what we have here to get things done, the police department, it's like, I can't say enough about our police department. I think people get tired of us hearing that, but my goal has been, since the day that I got elected, the number one thing for me is to keep the people of this town safe. And our police department has done that. And this board has given us the ability to be able to give them what they need to make it a better, safe community than most towns. I'm not saying that the bad things could happen no matter how good your police department is or the equipment, but there seemed to be a step ahead or right there in lockstep with what's going on. I'll go in and ask a question and they have the answer that quick, so it's amazing. Working together is a very important thing, and that's what we have here. We have, and I think Trustee Berger going through the bags thing and watching what happened with the bags tournament, I think there was a mistake made. It wasn't 67,000, it ended up to be 70,000 is when it went ended. That extra 3,000, was that added in there, or was that?
Yeah, no, it was in.
Was
Yeah,
it in?
67 was final.
So that food thing will go a long way, so, but yeah, we'll shoot for that next year, 70,000. And the theme of one stream, one team, Carroll Stream, one team, Carroll Stream, came from what was happening at the bags tournament, where a $30,000 beginning turned out to be 40,000, turned out to be 45 to 50 to 60. I mean, it just went crazy. And that was, the shirts came out, and then we had, one of my neighbors actually had shirts made that said One Team Carroll Stream. She was so excited about, she started to come out and getting involved. So, I mean, that's what happens when you build momentum in a community where people start to get involved. If I told you how many people called me and said, I know you're gonna be there in a meeting, and I had a meeting with Greg Swarzy from District 6 earlier, and Rodney Craig, the mayor from Hanover Park, and Bob, and Chief Homer. They knew I was gonna be here, so I can't tell you how many people said, let me pick your wife up, let me pick your wife up. So, I mean, they wanted her here for tonight. I didn't want to bring her here early and have her sit and have to wait until we got done. So, but I want to thank them for bringing her tonight. So, with that, thank you. I'm humbled to be here for 4 more years, and I want to thank everybody that voted in this town. I wish, and as Trustee Geezer and I both talked about it, we both wish the same thing. More people would have came out and voted. It's one of the greatest rights that we have, and it seems like we have 22,000 registered voters? And 4,400 something voted? That's a sad situation, and we both felt the same way when we talked about it afterwards. It's like again, that's the privilege that we have if you want to exercise it, and if you don't, shame on you and don't complain because you didn't do nothing to try and change it. So, thank you. Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Trustee Anselmo, seconded by Trustee Fruzzalone. Clerk, call a roll, please.
Trustee Anselmo.
Aye.
Trustee Berger.
Aye.
Trustee Zalik.
Aye.
Trustee Geezer.
Aye.
Trustee Fruzzalone.
Aye.
Trustee McCarthy.
Aye. Going across the street?
I totally forgot that.